Good morning and welcome to the Return Homestead. My name is Mike and my wife Marty and I homestead 50 acres in southeastern Kentucky. Today we've got a little bit of a road trip planned. We need to get out to our favorite Amish butcher and reload the freezer. We're kind of running out of meat. Then we're going to spend a little time returning to life today. We're going to head down to the lake once we're back and just get set up to do some fishing. Come on along with us. Step one today is to get out to the butchers. It's not a simple thing. Yes, we could just run down to Walmart and we could buy whatever meat they have in the rack there. We prefer to know the people that are handling our food. So we're going to drive out to this Amish butcher. He takes care of everything from raising the cows to butchering them and getting them ready for the counter. So we're going to head out there, get our meat from a local source that we know and appreciate. It's a beautiful drive along the way. Marty and I are trying to be very aware of the products that we eat, especially. So we're paying attention to where our food comes from. We're trying to make an effort to reduce the number of places we get food that are not local. So we want to switch to buying only local, especially for food. We'd love to get to a place where we're buying local for everything. That can be a bit harder. There are a lot of products and services that we wouldn't be able to get any other way than through the open market that currently supports all the big box stores. But we've discovered from looking for our groceries in local places that the food is less expensive. So if you buy it from a local farmer or a local butcher, then there's fewer hands touching the products and there's less transportation necessary, which means less diesel is burned in producing that product for you. Now that also means you're going to pick up the product in a much more raw form. You're not going to be able to buy good locally grown frozen meals. You're not going to be able to pop it in the microwave and turn it immediately into something to eat. You're going to have to spend a little time working on it, and Marty and I both enjoy cooking. So there's no reason for us not to take advantage of the lower prices and the higher quality that we get from locally grown. Probably one of the most interesting discoveries after moving to Kentucky for Marty and I was that the locally grown food is actually less expensive than what you buy in the grocery store. Not only is it not wrapped in plastic, covered in pesticides, and been handled by 1,000 people before it makes it to your table, but because that many people haven't touched it, it really doesn't cost as much. So we've actually lowered our food budget by going around and shopping in boutiques rather than in grocery stores. And the quality of the food that we're getting is phenomenal. The only better quality would be the food that we raise ourselves. And these are products that we haven't figured out how to grow yet. So we're really thrilled to find this local food source that gives us the highest possible quality at the lowest price. Kind of fun. take something as simple as hamburger. You go and buy it at, say, McDonald's or Burger King. So you go to a fast food restaurant, you get a hamburger, but where did that hamburger come from? Well, it originated probably in Argentina or someplace in South America, Brazil, and then it was brought into the United States where it was butchered up. But that means that a butcher in Brazil had to handle it, package it up, got turned over to the stevedore service and got shipped all the way to the United States, delivered by rail or truck to another facility that opened it back up, handled it again to cut it and process it into hamburger, at which time they added all sorts of dyes and a lot of water. That's why your hamburger sizzles in the skillet. It's full of water. And they add the water because they're charging almost $6 a pound at Walmart for the stuff. They're not about to waste the opportunity to add a little water weight. But when we go to a local butcher who bought the cow from a local farmer, raised it on grass, and they butcher the cow there and make the hamburger there, and they don't add anything to it, they just run it through the grinder and put it in the tube. And then they sell it for less than $6 a pound. So it's almost a no-brainer to take the extra time and enjoy this beautiful countryside while we drive out to pick up some hamburger. This may not look like the typical neighborhood you would expect to see as you're going to a grocery store or someplace where you can buy meat. But if you're buying local, this is what the business community you're entering into should look like. On both sides of the road, we've got open pasture where cattle are grazed. We've got cornfields. We've got sorghum. We've got big rolls of hay. Not a fast food restaurant in sight. So this is the neighborhood you're looking for if you want to find good meat products. Soybeans, there's a lot of those grown out here along with the corn. And the cows are raised out here as well. The butcher we buy from is a local Amish butcher. He's getting his cows from the local Amish ranchers. But we don't know which ranch it came from. We're fairly confident that it came from a good place where it was raised on grass. That's what we're interested in. Then all we do is follow the signs to Show Walter's Country Meats. We were fortunate when we first got to Kentucky. We jumped on the internet to start looking for local butchers, especially those that butchered local cattle from local farmers. And Show Walter's was one of the only ones that we found with a decent website and good information about the company and the products that they had. Otherwise, we would never have driven all the way out here. Unfortunately, we probably pass 15 or 20 other butchers that are just as good a quality as what we're getting here. We haven't been able to find them yet. We like these folks out at Show Walter's. They produce some fantastic products, and we have great confidence that we know where the meat's coming from.
bumpy here.
Yeah, the road's going to get a little less and less well-traveled. It's one of the things we notice when we come out here. We're typically approaching a grocery store at between 45 and 50 miles an hour. As we whip into the parking lot, kind of slow down when you come out here. Sort of have to. The roads demand it. That long drive out into the country gets us to Showalter's Country Meats. Got a brand new store. They just finished construction. We're really excited to get inside and see what's going on. We're not going to take you inside the store. If you want to find out what's inside and see all the work they've been doing, you're going to have to come out here and visit them. Well, it doesn't take long to shop a small butcher shop, and we got loaded up here. So we have $150 worth of meat here. Just 80-20 hamburger, but this is all farm-raised 80-20 hamburger. Check out that unit price. mums. She's got them in pots. There's good easy money right there. Growing mums out.
Sorry.
This is Liberty, Kentucky. It's a small community, kind of a mixture of Amish and just country folks that like to live on farms. The Amish have quite a few different industries and businesses down in this valley as well.
Those trees turn.
Everything moves at a slightly different pace in Amish country. Rabbits and guinea chicks. The Amish auction here in Liberty. We haven't been to an Amish auction, so I think we're going to pull in real quick, just kind of take a walk around and see what it's all about.
Wow, I'm 15 on the base, 10 higher. But 10, I'm 10, 10 here, I'm 10, looking 10, 7. I'm 7 here, I'm 50, I'm 7 hand here. My color 10, 7, 50 on pace. But all 7, 50, 7, 50, now 8, 9.
Well, that was interesting. We'd never been and seen what takes place at the auction. They were selling mostly mums today, along with peppers and tomatoes. And we didn't need either one of those, but what a great place to pop in and take advantage of what's available there in the auction. They were selling the mums in batches of 5 and 10, and they were going for between $7 and $8 a piece. I'm sure they're pushing $14 to $20 once you get them into a big box store downtown. So the best place to get them is right here at the auction.
$14 each, so they doubled the price.
And one last stop. We weren't able to find the new bulk store. I'm gonna have to get some better directions for that. But here's the Spring Valley Farm Market in London, Kentucky.
Mennonite.
It's a Mennonite place, and they have apples. Marty needs some apples for my apple pie jam, and we're running out of apple butter, so we're gonna grab some apples real quick. And then finally, we asked the good folks at the Mennonite market we were at where this new bulk store was supposed to be, and they gave us better directions. They actually called somebody. There is a metal guy that has his shop right across the street over here, and they called him and he told us how to get here. Pretty cool. Welcome to Kentucky. Well, that was a pretty good day's shopping. It did kind of eat our clock up, so there's no time to do much work down here at the lake, but there's still time for fishing. So that's what we're doing now. We're just gonna take a few minutes, just relax, enjoy this beautiful place the Lord gave us to enjoy. We'll get back to the work on another day. We do appreciate you joining us here on the Return Homestead today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and take a moment and do so. And while you've got that window open, please hit the like button. That'll let the algorithm know you enjoyed the video, and they'll share it out with more people. We'll see you next time.